It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Love and Hip Hop Miami review. And let's just get into it, because we ain't got no time to dawdle, bitch. No time to dawdle. Okay, y'all. So Kiara, after everything that happened with Gunplay, you know, him throwing Chaz and shit, she go talk to Chinese Nikki and Chinese Kitty once again, because that's the only people she got in Miami to talk to, all right? And the daughter, Chinese Kitty, right? That's her name. She come out like she ready for a man to be out there, but it's just a whole bunch of bitches. But I'm like, okay, you look comfortable. So they get into this conversation about how hard it is dating an addict, because Kitty has been through it, bitch, and it was hard for her, you know, and she just knows that as the man, you have to choose to get help. And there's nothing that as a woman that you can really do if your man don't want to get help. And I'm like, that's true. And you really shouldn't, you know, bring yourself all the way down to the gutter with him, okay, if he ain't ready to get clean. But after she had that conversation with them, we see that Gunplay goes to talk to Rick Ross, okay? He does music with Rick Ross, and he just tells him that he relapsed when they in the studio. And he was like, look, man, it's time for you to have like a leadership role. It's time for you to really be out here looking out, and not, you know, for your fans and for the people in the street, but for your family, for your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you got people depending on you. You got to get your life, man, in so many words, you know? And he was saying he loved Kiara, and he gonna do whatever he got to do to get her back and all of this shit. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, we'll see. Okay, we shall see. Trina gets Trina Day in Miami, okay? She gets that solidified for all of her work with the young girls in the Miami area. And this is just the icing on the cake to her long, successful career, girl. We love you, Trina. And Joy is there, okay? And we leave from the ceremony so that we can get in the car and talk about how Joy and Trick Zaddy finally talked, and he said he's gonna give her a divorce, even though they discuss how this nigga always flip-flopping on what he gonna do. So they don't know if he really gonna give her the divorce, but they decide that it's time to start dating regardless, okay? So she wants Trina to go on a double date with her. And Trina like, girl, I don't really want to go on no double date with no dude that's all in my face, staring at me all crazy, all excited because he heard me rap about sucking dick on a couple of songs. Like, I don't have time for that. And Joy is like, no, girl, it's going to be somebody we know. It's going to be our friend. You know Raymond. And she was like, my Raymond? Oh, my God. Okay, I guess I can go on the date. And I'm like, okay, like Raymond look like a, you know, a little African. He cute. Anyway, Raymond is her friend, her confidant. He knows her better than herself. I guess they have some type of work relationship that I missed. But definitely in each other's lives, definitely really close already. So they go on a date. Guess who Joy's date is? It's Pleasure P. Thick ass neck Pleasure P. Okay? And they on a date, but then somehow we talking about exes. She's saying how hard it was for her to get over this situation with Trick. But guess what? She saw Shay in a club with Scrappy last week when she was, you know, into that whole situation with Trick. And now Pleasure P got a problem because he thought that the girlfriend that he just dumped after 2 years, we didn't know y'all was together for 2 years, but you dropped that information later on in the episode and had me clutching my pearls because you sure in the fuck treated her like you'd only been dating her for 2 months, bitch, okay? That's what you did, Pleasure P. And so now he like, oh, I'm going to have to go investigate that. And I'm like, boy, whatever. And when Trina and Raymond walk up together, Trina like, oh, not player ass Pleasure P. What is he doing here? I know what he bout. Okay, when they sit down, Trina lets him know, look, I want my cousin to live her life. I do not want her tied down to another fuck nigga, okay? That was basically what she was saying. And he said that he was down for her having fun and being single. That means don't be too serious about Pleasure P, girl, okay? And Raymond, with his little cute self, is just shooting his shot. And the way Trina was wiping shit off his face and getting lint out his facial hair, bitch, I was like, oh, you look like you love him. This cute. I've been seeing pictures of them together, but you know how you don't know if something for play or if it's for real. But y'all look cute together either way. I'm kind of here for it, you guys. So moving on to JoJo, you guys. JoJo had me up and down aggravated this episode, okay? Because it's a whole bunch of crying and not breathing through her nose to explain that her parents are going through a divorce, okay? And as we realize, the mom is trying to get money from the dad because he doesn't want to pay her any alimony, even though she did not work throughout their marriage. She was a housewife. Okay, when you a housewife and you ain't did nothing for the last 30 years of your life, yeah, you gonna need this nigga's money to maintain your lifestyle, because ain't nobody about to go get a job and work their ass off at 50-something years old after I done been living easy for the past 30 years, raising children and dealing with your crazy drug dealing ass. Hell no, you gonna pay me, nigga, okay? I'm sorry, I went into it. But that's how I felt on the mama behalf, because she could barely speak English, and I'm not about to go through, I didn't understand what was happening in her confessional when she was talking about her son being there for her. Her oldest son has her back. But JoJo is pissed because they're asking for the financial records from her business, because her business is a subsequent of her father's wealth, which we now have to comb through so we can prove that he has enough money to give his wife some damn alimony, okay? And she doesn't want to do it. She mad, she crying. She says that her parents are being selfish, putting her in between this. And so that's when she meet with her mom. Her mom is like, you gotta be there for me. Fuck him. Like, they both saying the same thing. But you know how you more inclined to be on your mom's, side, because your mom ain't gonna have shit. Your daddy's still gonna have money when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? So she gonna meet with her dad, and her dad is like, fuck your mom. Like, I'm the one that's about to give you an empire. I'm the one that's footing the bill for all of this. Okay, don't be like your mama. Don't fuck up a good thing. Okay, be careful now. Be careful. I was like, is he threatening her? And she told him straight up, she was emotional. She was like, you want me to be all hard and shit, but that's my mom. And he was like, so? I'm like, wow, my nigga, you disrespectful and you low down as fuck. Why don't you just get that lady some money and move on? It's not like you're not going to make it. You just being vindictive. And you putting your kids through this and threatening their livelihood for nothing. See, that's why you should have went to fucking school, JoJo, okay? I know you didn't want to do it and you wanted to open your own little fashion shit, but you should have went to law school, because you know why? You would have been able to become a lawyer and you wouldn't have needed your daddy money to invest in your business. I'm just saying. You wouldn't have needed his money after he didn't pay for the education. I'm just saying. If he paid for the education and we done with that, then you was pretty much on your own wealth after that. I don't know how long it's going to take before he not tied up in your business anymore. And he's going to, you're going to always feel in some type of way like you owe him. And he obviously likes to hang that type of shit over people's heads. So I don't know. I don't know what she gonna do when she go into court, but all I know is her daddy is low down as fuck, okay? Now let's talk about Veronica, y'all, another person that worked on my fucking nerves this episode. So we was like, oh, all right, Veronica, it's nice to see another side of you, bitch. She went on a 14-day bike ride with a whole bunch of people who are non-athletes, and she was like the leader of the group. And she went through it, and it was a triumph, and it was very hard, and people were passing out, and it was just very difficult. But when she got to the end of it, she had some realizations about herself that she shared with Steph LaCour, And she was like, I realized that I treat people like shit. Like, I realized that now. I take for granted the people that help me every day. And I didn't realize that until people were taking me for granted when we were on this trip. And I'm just trying to help, and they not, appreciating it because they tired or they upset or whatever. But now she has an understanding, and she feels like she's about to go through life with a little bit more, reverence for how she treats her friends and the people around her. And she was even talking about Amara. So Steph old messy ass gonna have them meet up at a networking event. The last place that two Latino bitches need to get loud with one another. But you know what? We're gonna do it in their motherfucking wake, okay? So Amara rolls up on Veronica and Steph. She hugs Steph, and Steph is like, I really wanted you guys to talk. Okay, blase, blase. So instead of saying, let's dead this shit, you my girl, I don't want it to be like this, Veronica asked, did Amara go back and tell JoJo what she told her? And Amara is like, yes, I went and told her what you told me. Since you felt like it was okay to talk about me behind my back, I thought I should share some information with her. But we already know you fake as fuck. So why are we even having this conversation? And that's when Young Hollywood comes out. And she's like, what, y'all dating or something? And Amara is like, no, we're not dating. We're working together, sort of. And you could tell he was trying to create space between them, because whenever Veronica is in the room, she's the only bitch that he sees. And it's so funny because in all honesty, she's not cuter than Amara. Skin tone, it don't even fucking matter. Whatever color, her facial features, okay? Like, I'm sorry, but Veronica looks like, you know, a little boy standing next to Omar LaNegra. I'm just saying. So you know his fascination has to be with the white skin and the blonde hair. He's an obnoxious little ratatouille looking bitch, and that will forever be how I see him. I'm sorry. But he showed himself as a true bitch during this scene, okay? So Amara and Veronica are going back and forth. This is not going anywhere good. Veronica is mad because Amara is now working with Young Hollywood. She thinks that that's a betrayal and she's not loyal. And I'm like, Steph was working with him and you didn't seem to be that upset about it. You still talking to her and hanging with her and you're not calling her disloyal, even though she was working with him. Okay? And let's be for real. He disrespected Amara. He didn't disrespect you. He didn't disrespect Steph. He disrespected Amara. He then apologized. So if she felt like she wanted to work with him, that's her motherfucking prerogative. You had already decided you might date the nigga. So why are we even acting like this is an issue? So when Amara is done and tired of the talking, she roll up on her like she gonna hit her, and then the bitch starts screaming about her hair is fake. And it's like, well, bitch, your hair is blonde. You're a brunette. Her hair is blue. We know that's not right. Whatever that wig she got on, we know that's not real, but we gonna make a big deal about Amara LaNegra having extensions in her afro? Okay, I guess you felt you won that argument. The way Young Hollywood walked over to Veronica and was like, you know, you too beautiful, all of this. That's low-key why she going at you like this, because she know you got it going on. He talking all of this shit to Veronica, and Veronica just got in that Jeep and pieced out like she wasn't even listening to that nigga. And he gonna sit up there talking about this wasn't the right time for them to get into it. And I just kind of feel like you don't have anything to fucking say. I feel like you need to go sit in the corner with a juice box. You're a fucking child and you're annoying me. The fact that you even felt like this was the time or the place for you to be trying to hit on that girl. Go sit your dumb ass down somewhere. Anyway, so let's get to the Shay and Baby Blue situation, okay? So Shay and Baby Blue have connected. Now, you know I felt like they should be together, okay? Because you could just tell this nigga gonna love her dirty drawers and she would finally be with somebody who would claim her rat ass. But she don't have that much sense, okay? And she can't see him past being a short, thick nigga and not knowing, girl, you can get that nigga walking on the track every day following behind your ass, okay? You supposed to be Shay J Fit. He could be your biggest accomplishment. And that nigga makes millions of dollars doing marketing for companies, and you gonna let that slip through your fingers because he a few feet shorter than fucking Pleasure P, who ain't that much taller than him in the first place? Child, I can't get past the dumb shit. I just can't. Anyway, they decide they're gonna work together. She does a modeling shoot for him, and she brings him her logo and all of that for him to help her out with Shay J Fit and the marketing for her first event. They're at the studio where she drops the things off, and when they start to talk, Pleasure P comes walking through the door. And he's pissed off and wants to know why she's there. She turns to Blue and is like, look, man, why you got me here while he here? You know I don't want to see him or be around him. And he like, I heard you out here with Scrappy. What you out here doing with Scrappy? Nigga, didn't we just break up? What the fuck Scrappy got to do with anything? Where's the Jamaican vagina you was jumping into? I didn't forgot the bitch name already. Gabby? Okay? Like you were so-called in a relationship but still trying to figure shit out with Gabby. You low down as fuck and got the audacity to get mad, and then you broke up with her and want to try to act like she was in some type of way fucking over you with Scrappy or with your partner. Business is business, my nigga, and you trying to act like Baby Blue is being disloyal to you. You act like you didn't even give a fuck about Shay. And you mad because they working together? Nah, I think you mad because you know Baby Blue wants your old lady. That's what I think. And you would be right. You would be absolutely right. And if you wasn't treating her like a hoe bag, then maybe she wouldn't be over there trying to work with his ass, because you better believe she's working with him to piss you off, okay? You better believe it, sir. All right? Now, I'm going to feel bad for Baby Blue if he ends up getting his feelings hurt in the mosh posh of this fuck shit, okay? Because I feel like he don't really need to be getting himself mixed up with this bitch or crazy ass Pleasure P. But at the end of the day, they got a brotherhood, and now Pleasure P is turning it on Baby Blue like he done fucked up the brotherhood. Like, nigga, please, okay? You the type of dude that'll fuck his ex-wife and act like you said you ain't care. When did I say that? You remember that time back when we was drinking and smoking and getting fucked up that night. You know that night you had threw up? Yeah, nigga, the night that I blacked out. Pleasure P, that type of nigga. Try to remind you about some shit that ain't never happened as a reason why he fucked your old lady. Because please believe he's one of those niggas. He will fuck your old lady, okay? I see it all in his face. All in his face, he will fuck your girl. Then make a song about it. Make a song about it. Anyway, y'all, that was everything that happened on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I can't believe I got through this shit in less than 16 minutes. I love you. I really do. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love y'all. Mwah. And I'll see y'all. All right?